Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, before I start this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren out there preaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. So Brother Dama Agabar, here out here again with another live lesson, Lord willing to edify, and give you warning from Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. And, as it is our custom to do, we come out here to, chant down Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, which is, the kingdom ran by Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man today, so you can understand. And, I'm going to come out and just get straight into it, dealing with, prophecy. All right, and that's the main thing that we come out here to do is to prophesy, to tell you the things that's going to happen before they happen. And right now, what's mainstream, what's going mainstream right now is the mark of the beast, which we refer to as the MOTB, which is the charagma, and everywhere you look in the news, everywhere you look, when you're looking out in the world is the technology of this implantable RFID microchips. And microchipping is going mainstream. You watch all these different dystopian sci-fi movies. You look out in the world of tech, the tech world. You look at a lot of these World Economic Forum leaders and their plans and what they have planned for the future. Everything is all going digital. From money is going digital. Your identification is going digital. Now over there in I think in Baltimore or Philly, they're the first states to implement a contactless driver's license, to where you have a digital driver's license. And we know once it happens there, it's going to eventually spread throughout all the 50 states, and it's going to eventually be global. Everything is going digital. Everything is going to where you're going to have to, have your identification. It's no longer going to be inside of your wallet. It's no longer going to be in the form of cards, debit cards, credit cards, driver's ID cards, physical badges. Everything is going to be in a digital form. And we know eventually everything is going to be digitized into your MOTB, which is the charagma, which is the mark of the you-know-what. All right? And that's what I wanted to go into. I got a bunch of articles here that I want to go into, just showing you how the charagma is everywhere. The charagma has gone mainstream, and it's something that's the conversation of the world right now, is the MOTB, this digital technology, which is all going to lead into the form of the MOTB. And this is all, part of the plans of these different elites out here, which, let me start with that, Psalm 64. All right, and we're here to give our people warning, we're here to let them know what's coming before it happens. And, here at Great Millstone, we've been at the forefront of prophesying about the MOTB. Ever since the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone came on to YouTube in 2007, 2008, the MOTB has always been a huge staple of the doctrine of the men of Great Millstone. And we've never deterred from it. Our breakdown of it has never changed. It's only been more and more, qualified, and everything that we see out here in the world that links to it, we always do videos on. Matter of fact, I did a video earlier this week dealing with the MOTB, which I got that article pulled up, which I'm gonna show you. This is where everything is headed, and we're out here to give our people a warning that you, under no circumstances, should take the MOTB. All right. And before this devil implements this mark of the beast, it's going to be all type of chaos going on out here. He's going to collapse this so-called dollar as we know it. He's going to bring in new lockdowns. He's going to there's going to be food shortages, famine, all of these different manufactured disasters in order to scare you people to the point to where, when it's time for him to come with a solution to all the world's problem and to save the earth and to secure everything, is going to come in this digital form of enslavement, which he's going to present as salvation and protection and life, man. And right now you just had Elon Musk. He just got FDA approval for the Neuralink brain chips, man, which that's part of the miracles, which that's part of how a lot of people are going to be sold into this whole new era of transhumanism, man. You're going to have a lot of people that's paralyzed, people that have mental disabilities, people who can't walk, who can't use limbs, people who have a lot of, mental disabilities. Through this Neuralink, he's looking to cure those things, And he's going to be presenting his technology and his science as salvation and life. And, he's going to use AI as well. This whole transhumanism movement is all a form of him trying to present himself as God, man. You know, hey, and these devils are serious about this. It's happening even as we speak. So let me start here, and I'm gonna hop around from different precepts to precepts. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." You see, and that's what ultimately is going on. There's been a secret council amongst these elites for centuries and centuries to bring in this digital this whole digital world, this digital world of enslavement, to bring in the RFID, to bring in a digital tyranny, a digital enslavement upon all of humanity, to where he'll have total control over every aspect of your life, whether you can buy or sell, whether you can travel, whether you could board this plane, whether you can hop on that bus, whether you can buy diapers or milk for your children. That's why he's bringing in this thing called a central bank digital currency, which will be the new form of money. No longer will it be the Federal Reserve note or these dollar bills you have in your pocket, which permits the people here to have financial freedom outside of the control of the United States government and these elites. And that's why they're working so heavily to do away with cash, to do away with your financial freedom and freedom on every level. He's going to be in total control of everything that you do, whether you can buy or sell, whether you can have children, whether you, can do anything, and he's going to have everything that you do based upon a social credit score. If you say things against the government, guess what? When you're linked to this digital beast system and you have that charagma, and he finds that you're saying things that you're not supposed to say, or you're going against the mainstream narrative, or you're doing things that's not allowed in this new world order, you can be penalized instantaneously, man. He can shut off your ability to buy or sell, or to travel, or to have a job, or to do anything, man. He can totally separate you from this new system that he has planned to bring upon this world, man. Total enslavement, man. All right. So let me get this first article, all right, because this is part of the secret counsel of the wicked, man. And we've been out here ad nauseum giving our people a warning about all this, Is this it? Here we go. And this is from Technocracy News and Trends. It says the UN, which stands for the United Nations, vision of the future, an apex body and digital ID to rule us all, you see? And you saw a part of that happen during the last, during that pandemic, man. When the whole C-19 thing was happening and everybody was on lockdown, in certain parts of the country, over in Europe and other places, you had to have a permission in order to do particular things. You had to have, in order for you to go to the grocery store, you had to have, first and foremost, you had to have your jump shots. You had to have the proper requirements in order for you to even to enter into a store, man. You had the whole, you couldn't leave your house, people couldn't go to work, people were deemed non-essential, all right? And that was just them testing out before they bring in ultimately this whole futuristic digital ID. Over there in the land of Israel, they was totally, broken into this whole new digital world that Esau is trying to establish. Over there in Israel, the majority of that population, they all got the jump shot. They all had to, show, that proof of jump shot in order to go into stores, in order to do this, in order to buy, in order to go into the grocery store, in order to go to plays and movies. And they was trying to do that here in America, but it didn't go as well as it did in other countries, man. Because, America, people buck up. People, was being kind of rebellious into it. But that was all just a test run. And now, when they bring in these new lockdowns, these new pandemics, these new biological weapons, and however they're going to usher it in to bring in another lockdown, you're going to need all of your required digital identifications, man, in order to even to function, all right? So it says here, the UN sponsored the high-level panel on digital cooperation. You see, digital, they're calling it cooperation, but really it's going to be digital, what's the word can I use? It's not going to be, you're not going to have the option to cooperate. Either you're going to do it or else. It should be digital oppression. You see, and part of the UN, that's part of the secret council of the wicked. They've been had these meetings and these plans in order to do this. They just waited for the right time and the right crisis to bring it out. But now, as Esau is running out of time, he knows that his time is short. Now, we're about to see, he's going to bring it in this time, but he's going to use a lot of, false flag attacks. He's going to collapse this economy. He might drop a new bio weapon out here that's going to scare the people shitless to where, you know, people are going to be literally dying out here in the streets from some unknown virus or sickness to where, you know, things are going to be locked down. Which is why even now, Biden administration is trying to pass laws to where they're trying to give the UN total autonomy over over the next pandemic, to where, you know, your states and mayors and governors and states, they won't have any governance or any say-so on how the next pandemic should be governed. It's going to be totally in the hand of the UN, which is brought and paid for by the you know, and funded by the Bill and Gates Melinda, you know, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and these elites, man. Total control on every level. It says the high-level panel on digital cooperation, co-chaired by Melinda Gates of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Jack Ma, creator of China's social credit scoring system, you see? Because China is the model of what they want to bring here to the U.S. China already has a social credit score over there in China, to where, you know, people are based off of how they conduct themselves in society. So if you're found littering, if you're found jaywalking, if you found putting up tweets or doing things that the government doesn't approve of, they can stop you from getting on the bus to travel. They could, you know, put a hold on your bank account. You know, they could fine you. They could, you know, lock you into your house. You know, they'll have total control over you and over your actions. It's going to be based off of how good you conduct yourself inside of that society. You know, so China is the model, man. Even Klaus Schwab said that. I like how China, how they govern their people, because that's ultimately what they want to do here, man. See? It says, this group of art technocrats is deciding the future of mankind. See? That's the secret counsel of the wicked. You know, that's why I read that in Psalms. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, which, you know, Lord willing, you know, the Lord is with us. He's going to hide us from that. He's going to protect us and shield us. And it's starting now by the Lord giving us the information and the spirit, you know, to filter what they're doing through the Holy Scriptures and to be, you know, not ignorant to Satan's devices and what ultimately this whole digital system entails, man. You know, it says total digitalization and total control. See, and that's what the CBDC is all about. A central bank digital currency is where your money will be issued to you by the United States government, by these elites. You know, and it's going to be programmable and controllable money. So let's say if they say that you can only, you know, let's say if you go to the grocery store and you buy some steak early in the month, and let's say later on in the month you have a taste for some more steak, and you go to the store and you try to purchase that steak with your CBDC, the government can be like, no, look, you already ate too much steak for the month, you can't have that. So when you try to purchase that use that CBDC to purchase that steak, you can be totally on the spot shut out from purchasing it, man. It's a total control, and it's going to be like that on every level. You know, so let's say when they bring in the CBDC and you're linked into it, and you know they tell you that all citizens have to go and get a new form of a vaccination. Guess what? If you don't go and get it and get updated, you know, with your digital ID, that you know, if you didn't go and get it and you try to go and purchase something or buy or sell or function inside of society without that, you know, without you taking what they told you to do, you can be fined, you can be penalized, you can be shut out of the system and not able to function until you obey what the government told you to do. It's a total, complete control system, man, that is being implemented. See, and this is part of that secret counsel of the wicked. It says this love fest of global oligarchs must be repudiated at every level. It says United Nations recently published 3 new policy briefs to provide more detail on certain proposals contained in our common agenda. The UN's general vision for the future of global cooperation that will be decided at the summit of the future, you see? And this is why they have these different summit meetings, the World Economic Forum meetings, you know, the Bilderberg, you know, all these different meetings, Davos, where these elites meet in particular parts of the country to discuss how they're going to, you know, bring in this new world order, man. Even Daddy Bush said that. It's a huge idea, a new world order, man. You know, it's this whole system that's being implemented to where they're going to have a total control over every person on this planet Earth, man. Where they're going to basically, you know, try to create man in their own image and exclude the Creator, the Most High, out of the equation, man. All right. That's why now through you know, this technology, they're trying to rewrite the Bible with AI. You know, now you got a brother did a video from Hawaii where you got AI Jesus. You know, now they're trying to ban the Bible over there in Utah. I think they banned the Bible. In other places around the world, they're trying to ban the Bible, man. Even Noah Harari said that, in the future with AI, they're going to totally be able to make inorganic people, man. Which basically inorganic creation is basically creation outside of the Most High. Creation to where it's going to have no emotions. It's not even going to have to breathe air. So through their AI, they're going to be able to create man in their own image, man. And every human that's created by the Most High, real organic people, he's going to, pump you full of nanotechnology. He's going to use CERN technology to alter your DNA and to put his name written within you, man. And that's part of this huge transhumanistic, this transhumanism agenda. It's ultimately is to hijack the creation of the Most High and Esau to put it and corrupt it and make it be in his own image, man. And that's what this whole thing is all about, man. Them trying to be the Most High here on planet Earth, man. In fact, let me get that real fast. Then I'll come back to that Psalms, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is Esau. All right, you got clowns out here talking about that's not talking about Esau, which don't listen to those guys, man. Verse 4, it says, who opposed him and exalted himself above all that is called God. Who was the only one doing that right now? It was Esau. And part of this, digitization of the whole planet Earth, part of this whole, AI, transhumanism is his form of him trying to oppose himself above all that is called the Most High. He's literally trying to hijack the whole creation of the Most High, from plants and animals, people, the sky, geoengineering. He's trying to, he gave a lot of people that jump shot, which had nanotechnology in there and gene altering proponents in it. He has his, CRISPR technology, man. All these different forms of technology he's trying to use to corrupt and manipulate the creation of the Most High, and use AI to create his own inorganic people, man. He said by the year 2045 that this earth is going to be mankind is going to be basically for the most part done away with, and it's going to be ran by robots, man. By his own creation, man. It says, who opposed him and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worship. Like I said, he's trying to use AI to rewrite the Bible, man. To write it, to write it in the way that he sees fit, man. You better believe he's going to take, the chosen people out of the Bible and, try to put his own spin on it, man. It says, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, you see? And that's what this devil Esau is trying to do through this technology, through all of his science and technology. That's why he's telling you now to trust the science, man. Don't trust in the words of the Most High. Don't trust in the Creator, but trust in science, man. This is where he's going with everything. You see? It says, these briefings, a global digital compact, reforms to the international finance architecture and the future of outer space governance, sets out a chilling course for our future. You see, the international finance, because they're going to change the way that the whole financial sector that we know of is going to be crashed, and they're going to bring in this digital system. Like I said, via with CBDCs, man, programmable money, which is totally ran and controlled by the powers that be, right? And and everything that you have and all the resources of this earth will be in their control, and it will be borrowed unto you. Everybody will. The word I want to use is all the resources of the world will be rationed unto you by these elites, man. Right? So, like I said, hey, they're only going to give you so much amount of energy to use a month, so much baths you can take, so much food you can buy. How far you can travel within a given week, man. It's all going to be controlled, all in the guise of saving the planet from humankind. So therefore, it has to be run and given to you people little by little, but based on how good of a slave and how obedient you are to the system. It says, among the proposals are a new apex body in charge of the entire financial system that will enhance its coherence and align its properties with the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. You see? Sustainable development just basically means that, like I said, everything, how much resources on the planet Earth that you can use will be governed by the government, man. Like right now, how I can go home right now and take a 45-minute shower if I want to. You see? Or if I want to hop in my car, as long as I have the money to fill up my tank, I can drive my car as far as I want to go right now. But in the future, that's all going to be restricted, man. You're only going to have so much gasoline a month that you can consume, so much carbon that you can emit pretty soon. You see? And this is where everything is headed. This is their plan. You see? It says, and again, like I said, it's all going to be dictated by these elites, man. So like I said, so whatever they tell you to do, you better do it. Otherwise, you're going to be penalized. You're going to be punished. So if they tell you to take 500 new vaccinations, hey, you better take it. Otherwise, it's going to be hell to pay. It says, this could, according to Secretary General Antonio Guterres, be done through a biennial summit between the Group of 20, Economic and Social Council, the Secretary General, and heads of international financial institutions. Yeah, you know, the World Bank, you know, the Bank of International Settlements. It's all going to be ran, you know, the Federal Reserve. It's all going to be ran and controlled by these elites, man. All right, and that's why they're taking over every form of industry on this planet. All these big businesses, all these corporations, they're all either being brought out or they're all being brought by these elites to be in total control of it, man. From the CEOs to the heads to everybody that runs these companies are all being brought and paid for, are being brought up by these elites so that they can go along with the agenda, man. See? It says this will further integrate the G20 with the United Nations into a body that can be described as an economic security council. Yeah, total control over the whole planet Earth, man. You know what they say is going to go. All right. It says it also seems like a perfect nest for the apex predators that runs the international banking system, which is why we know they're going to collapse this dollar as we know it and bring in this form of central bank digital currencies, which is why basically every country damn near on the planet Earth is all running CBDC pilot test programs, man. It's already happening over there in Nigeria. Look into the CBDC over there in Nigeria and see how that's playing out for the people over there, man. They rioting and going crazy right now. All right. Over there in London, they're doing particular things like that. This whole digital system is being rolled out and tested all over the planet Earth, man. And they're just waiting at the right time for the right crisis to crash this system as we know it. And they're going to bring in this new digital form, man. And it's going to be a digital tyranny financially, medically, socially, and on every aspect of your life, man. There ain't going to be no, reading of the Bible inside of this whole new world order, man. They're going to totally try to do away with the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites as we know it, man, and make it a crime and a penalty to even believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in the future, man. Which we know in the future, you know, the prophets and the men of the Lord, they ain't planning on us being in that future. They're looking to get the true believers and worshipers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai out of the way because they know that we're not going to conform to this bullshit, that we're going to deny it, you know. So that's why, you know, our faith is in the Most High to intervene on our behalf, you know, to lift up that standard against this devil. It says a vital part of the agenda is also digital connectivity and the establishment of a global digital compact. This can be described as a cybernetic organ consisting of a digitally connected network of people, entities, devices, and what's going to be that devices? The implantable seed, man. And that's why right now they're pushing so hard for that whole Neuralink thing, which is going to be ultimately a lead up to people getting the RFID chip, because a lot of people are not going to take that Neuralink, you know, but they're going to present it as miraculous, as breathtaking, as spiritual power, as a way to enhance humans to be, you know, to combat artificial intelligence, to make you more smart, to be able to put a Neuralink in you, and then all of a sudden you can download how to speak Spanish in a matter of minutes, which is going to be appealing to a lot of these people because a lot of these people, you know, they have that microwave mindset. They just want things, you know, at the snap of a finger. So it's going to be appeasing to a lot of people. It's going to be part of the miracles that this devil is going to use to entice and deceive a lot of people into ultimately taking this MOTB. And they already got, matter of fact, I'm going to get this other article. It says this can be described as a cybernetic organ consisting of a digitally connected network of people, entities, devices, and things that easily can be directed by those who run the system. You see, it's a total control system, man, and everything is going to be linked. That's why this whole digital system is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. That's why your dead refrigerator now is you got enough money, you can buy one of these smart refrigerators that can talk to you, that can communicate with you. Your smart TV can communicate with you, and eventually all of this smart technology is going to be implanted in your right hand or in your forehead via a Karagma, via the MOTB. It says in the policy brief, it is, for example, explain how digitization will help to achieve the global goals. The suggestion happens to be very similar to what World Economic Power and PwC prescribed in their report, Unlocking Technologies for the Global Goals in 2020. A digital ID is a cornerstone in this work and is, among other things, seen as a way to reduce poverty. See? So that's the whole plan of it, is to go digital. Is to put the MOTB inside of everybody, man, and connect everybody to this digital slave system. But like I said, they're going to present it as progressive, as life, as a convenience, and as the wave of the future. But it's all in deception to lead you down the path to be a micro C-hit, man. So it says what? It says back in Psalms 64:2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. You see? So all of these counsels and all these words that they're speaking, they're all arrows. And what is an arrow? It's like a weapon. But it's being presented as life, as a progressive, as the wave of the future, as convenience, as a way that, peace and safety. But really, it's all a trap and a snare for your souls, man. And like I said, it's going to be a whole lot of different versions of these microchips, And, and a lot of these different versions are all going to lead to the ultimate version, which is going to be the MOTB, which you shouldn't take any of them anyway. But let me show you what I'm talking about. How they're going to deceive a lot of the people into taking this shit. Here we go. There's a lot of these articles brothers was bringing out during the week. So it says, this is from the South China Morning Post. It says, it only takes 5 minutes. Naltrexone surgical chip implant first could help end scourge of alcoholism in China, offer hope to people with other addictions, you see? So they're going to be presenting these different forms of technology as ways to help humanity. Oh, people have addictions. People are addicted to alcohol. I even saw some where they're going to, even Elon Musk was saying that his Neuralink and different technology can work on the part of the brain that deals with people having obesity problems. They can lock into your brain with this technology to flip a switch to where you could burn more fat, or you can stop eating so much, or you can stop being addicted to alcohol, or smoking cigarettes, or anxiety, or PTSD. They're going to use this technology to lure you in all type of different ways, man. And people are going to be in awe and be starstruck when they start implementing this and seeing people be so-called healed from their so-called problems, man. You see, what does it say? In China. You see, because China is the model. It says, a man whose life was almost destroyed by alcohol has become the first person in China to be implanted with a chip to cure his addiction. See? The man, surnamed Lu, underwent a 5-minute procedure on April 12th at the Hunan Brain Hospital in central China as part of a clinical trial led by Hao Wei, a former vice president of the United Nations. Where this guy come from? The United Nations, man. So you got members of the United Nations all the way over there in China, working this, this system. It says, it says that the chip is expected to combat alcohol cravings for up to 5 months, said Howe, an expert in substance abuse and addiction mechanisms with Central South University's Shane whatever hospital. You see? So you can see how this technology is already being implemented and shown to the people as a way to help them with their addictions, man. They're making it seem as if it's here to help humanity. But in the long run, we know it's all to enslave everybody, man. It's a snare, and it's a trap. You shouldn't be deceived by this, man. And it's all going to lead to the MOTB, But like I said, before that, they're going to do many miracles. They're going to make this thing look like it's the wave of the future. It's here to help you. It's here to help everybody with their problems. It's kind of to make Esau look like he is a God through his technology, man. So people are going, I can see people be like, I was praying and praying that God would heal me of this problem that I had, but that prayer never got answered until I went to Neuralink, and I went here and I went there, and with the 5-minute procedure, I was healed. this is God, you know, and people are going to be worshiping, you know, this technology. They're going to be worshiping AI, and they're going to be ultimately worshiping Esau as a God, man. You know, to the point to where now that you've had all these different procedures, you done got the Neuralink, you done got hooked up and trusting in the science, it's going to be nothing for you to ultimately to take that MOTB, especially when all hell is breaking loose and there's chaos in the streets, there's scarcity everywhere, you know, law and order is broken down, and this devil comes with the, you know, the plan to save humanity in the form of this new digital system. It's going to be just like on Demolition Man, you know. But let's go here though. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And this is John the Revelator seeing basically America, all right? And it had 2 horns like a lamb. That represents the, you know, this political system, which goes back to the ancient Roman system, the plebeians and the patricians. But now it's the Democrats and the Republican Party. You know, it's all just Rome reborn again, but in this new technological fashion, man. It says, and he spake as a dragon, you see? Like I said, all this stuff is seeming like he's here to help you, you know, but really, at the end of the day, it's all really here to trap you and to snare you and to bring you into this digital slave system, man. Ain't nothing that these devils are doing are here to help humanity, man. It seems like it because even scriptures tell you that even Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. And when all hell is breaking loose and they're coming with the answers and they're going to make it seem like it's beneficial and that it's helpful, hey, a lot of people are going to be deceived by that. And then once they lock you into the system, boom, they're going to shut the door behind you, and then you're going to be enslaved, man. Then you're going to be, you know, everything that you do is going to be based on, you know, what they allow you to do. And you're going to have to do whatever they say to do or else, man. This is why this man is not to be trusted. This is why he's the devil and Satan, man. It says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast, which is that first beast. When you read the book of Daniel, dealing with the Roman Empire. Because this is, America is nothing but the Roman Empire reincarnated, so to speak. It's the same thing, you know. I dare you to go and Google the similarities between America and the ancient Roman Empire, and it'll blow your mind, man. You know, from you know, down in the D.C., from the Capitoline building, you know, the Capitol Hill to the Capitoline building back in ancient Rome, all the same architecture. They worship all the same gods, you know. All these presidents is nothing more but ancient Roman Caesars coming back into power. And that's what this place is, you know. It's Roman Empire all over again, but in a more technological fashion. It says, and he causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, you see. And everybody here does worship the first beast, which is the ancient Roman Empire. All the same holidays, like Saturnalia is nothing but Christmas today. A lot of these days of the month, August goes back to Augustus Caesar. You know, a lot of the you know, the laws, the Latin, the architecture, you know, the way that the financial system is set up, it's all directly correlated with the ancient Roman Empire, man. You just have to look into it and see it for yourself. You see? So everybody is worshiping. This is nothing but Rome all over again, man. You know? It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And what are part of those miracles? This digital technology, these different microchips, man. You know, this you know, highly advanced technology that he possesses, man. Neuralink is part of the miracles, which when he starts implementing it, and people are going to start getting healed, and you know, making the blind to see and the paralyzed to walk. That's going to be part of the miracles that he's going to use to deceive a lot of people into worshiping this this beast, which he's bringing in a whole new way of life in this system, which is part of this whole alphabetism, you know, bringing in all of this, you know, the CBDC, this digital currency, digital ID, all these things that we see being presented as the new wave of the future that the UN and you know, America and these elites are ushering in. That's how he's causing these people to worship, you know. And that's part of the miracles that people are going to be deceived by, man. Let's get the word for miracle, man. Right? This is what we're out here to warn our people about. You go to the word for wonders. The word is semayon. It says that by which a person or a thing is no, not that one. It says, of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is the Most High's. And Esau's going to do that, but on the left hand. He's going to present all this technology and how he's able to do all of these miraculous things through AI and through technology in front of these people. And they're going to look at him and the technology behind it as if he is the Most High. That we don't need the God of the Bible anymore. We got this technology. That's why a huge part of their that whole pandemic was to trust the science, man. Don't trust in the Most High. Don't trust the God of the Bible, but trust science, man. Trust this technology. Trust in the brain, the Neuralink brain chip. Trust in this, microchip that can cure your addiction. Don't pray to the Most High. Don't have discipline and pray to the Most High and wean yourself off of whatever addiction you have. Trust in the science. It's quick. It's fast. It's painless. It only takes 5 minutes. And this is where a lot of people are going to be deceived by this, man. See, so that's part of the miracles, man. And this new system that he's bringing in is all being backed by this technology. So you got to, a lot of people are going to fall for it. Let's see if I got another article in here. So this whole thing with that brain chip, it's part of the miracles. One of the many ones. What else I got in here? Here we go. Here's another one. It says microchip manicure turns your nails into business cards. See, this is another part of those miracles. Using microchips and different technology as business cards, man. So you don't have to carry a physical business card. You don't have to, just by the swipe of somebody scanning your fingernail, all your contact information and business information can be done. It says a beauty salon in Dubai is giving new meaning to the phrase chip nails. Lanier Beauty Lounge is offering a tiny microchip for customers' fingernails. The chips can have information embedded that allows them to be used as digital business cards or to pass on information such as Instagram handle, which shows you that, Nate, that the microchip is going to be used more for tracking people, man. These microchips have the ability to hold information, tons of information, which is why your new your digital ID or your micro chip is going to have all the information about you, all of your biometrics, man. That's why I said in that main article, bringing in this new digital age with people, connectivity, devices, and part of those devices are implantable devices, microchips, man, which can hold all the information about you. It's going to know whether you, it's going to know if information, like when you go to certain things, certain turnstiles, if you want to go to the grocery store, you're going to have to scan your microchip, man. And upon your microchip, it's going to let them know if you have the proper requirements in order to enter that building. It's going to have your name, your height, your blood type, your social credit score rating on there, all of your access, your CBDC amount. All these things are going to be embedded on this little microchip, which is the mark of the beast, man. And they're just presented it in all these different ways, just, gradually introducing people to this technology, man, to where it's going to become just a normal part of life. But it's all being done in deception. It says the chips can have information embedded that allows them to be used as digital business cards or to pass on information such as Instagram handles. They use near-field communication technology to connect with mobile devices. You see, and that's why this new world order, that's going to be embedded within you. That's why they're going to have this whole technology set up everywhere. So everywhere you go, you can constantly be scanned, you can constantly be monitored and tracked and watched. It's going to be like that with every single aspect of life, man. The food is going to be tracked and monitored. So you're not going to be able to do anything outside of this devil knowing, man. That's why all these farms are being brought up, man. They got this thing called from farm to fork, to where they're going to be able to track every single ounce of produce that's going to be produced here on this earth, man. And they're going to know who's eating it, who's buying it, where it came from, how many of it is, to where everything is going to be total under their surveillance and under their control, man. You see? It says, we install the information that you want, like your name, your mobile number, your social media accounts and websites as well, said salon founder Noor Makarim. So if a nail salon in Dubai has this type of technology, what do you think these elites have, the type of chip that they have? The information and the technology that they're going to use in order to to track all this different information and everything about you, man. You know, you're not going to be moving around or going anywhere without this devil's say so, man. See, but that's part of these miracles, man. That people are going to be in awe at. That people are going to be deceived and lured into believing that this is going to be the way, man. You know, and when he shuts down everything, hey, once you're into this digital beast system, there ain't no way out of it. Only way out of it is death, man. You know, and it ain't gonna be no once you put it in you, once you realize, oh, I made a mistake. This is not what I thought it would be. The prophets was right. You can't just take this thing out of you and think that you're gonna receive mercy from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Because once you take this Karagma, man, you're basically pledging allegiance to the damn devil Esau Edom, man. You're basically allowing him to put you to be his permanent slave. Let me see something real quick. All right. Show you something. This is basically what's happening, what Esau is going to do, but in a technological sense with this MOTB. Let's see something. This is Exodus 21:2. It says, "If thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him." Which shows you that you could, Hebrews had other Hebrews and as servants, but it was a particular way you had to treat your servant. You didn't treat him like shit, or have him as a slave. How Esau had, us in slavery. It was a righteous way about it. But this is the point, though. I'm gonna get to the point. It says, "If his master has given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever." And this is what Esau is trying to do to everybody, but in a technological sense. But instead of boring your ear, with that awl, he's going to give you a digital awl, which is that microchip, that microchip, which you're going to be his slave forever, man, and locked into that digital enslavement by him forever, man. So look at this word awl. It says an awl, Mark Tesaria, Ma'ara Tazah. It says awl, a boring instrument. See, a boring instrument, which is something that he's going to use to bore into your hole into your ear, man. But in this case, it's going to be that Karagma with the tool that he uses to surgically implant the microchip inside of you, man. And you're going to be you're going to be his slave perpetually, man. And it's going to show you that, when I read the word for Karagma. It's just the same thing that he's trying to do, but it's going to be in a digital form and through deception. What was that? So back where I said, it says, "And he deceiveth them that dwelleth on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword." Right. And that image is this new way of life that he's creating. With all of this alphabetism, all of this, AI Jesus, all of this rewriting of the Bible, him trying to create his own inorganic beings, basically trying to erase the Heavenly Father out of the minds of the people, and set himself up in his technology and AI as the God that governs this earth, man. See, and guess what? You're going to have to worship that in the form of taking that microseed, in the form of a blood covenant. And if you don't take it and you don't worship him and you don't get down with the New World Order agenda and allow him to put that thing up in you, man, you're going to be killed. You're going to be separated out of this society where you won't be able to function, to eat or drink or do anything, man. You'll basically be killed because you'll be basically outcasted. Like I said, watch the movie Demolition Man with the guy Edgar Friendly and all the people that was living underground that refused to get down with the city, the mayor of Los Angeles ways, man. You saw how they were living. You saw when they pulled they couldn't use curse words. They used curse words. They were fined right on the spot. They were being tracked and followed everywhere that they went throughout the city. It was all being tracked and followed, man. everything was under the control of the mayor of San Angeles Police Department, man. See, to the point to where the people was basically they were they basically couldn't act the way they wanted to act. They had to act civilized and be under strict control. And if they did anything outside of that, hey, they were punished, man. And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause all that as many. What's up, G? It says, and he had power to give life. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see, and that's what's going to happen. Once you, once they bring in this new slave digital system, once you get down with it, man, you're going to have to worship it. And everything that he requires of you to do, you're going to have to do it. And you're going to have to worship it because he's going to be your master. He's going to hold all the access to your, he's going to hold the keys to your access of life. You see? Just get that word for kill, man. And they show you that in all these different dystopian movies, people that had people that got the chips up in them, they were ultimately being controlled by the government, man. They didn't have no say so. They couldn't do particular things. Watch that movie 1984, the same shit. Let's get this word for kill, man. Which we've done lessons on this plenty, but it's important that we bring this out so you can see what it means to be killed. Now, it doesn't mean to be physically killed. It can be, but it's twofold, Let me show you. For the word killed, I'm going to go to the root, but the word is apoktino. It says to kill in any way, whatever. So I could kill somebody by not allowing them to have access to food and water, by locking them in their house and punishing them for not getting down with the status quo and not staying up to date with their requirements that are required for them to travel or to have the access to buy or sell. I can literally kill somebody, man. It says to destroy, to allow to perish, metaphorically to extinguish, abolish. It says to deprive of spiritual life and procure eternal. That's going off from that, but let's go to the root word for the word kill. And the word is apo. It says of separation. What are you going to be separated from? Society. Like I said, watch the movie Demolition Man. Those that refused to get down with Cocteau and to take the chip and to get down with the San Angeles way, they were separated from the people that was living above ground, and they had to live underground, eating rat burgers and shit, man. Watch the movie. It's a heavy movie, man. We'll show you. That movie came out, what, like 97, 98? I think I was still in junior high when that came out. And it was showing you all the way back then the plan that these elites had. Because prior to that, prior to San Angeles being established in that movie, all hell and chaos was Los Angeles was a wasteland. And old girl, Selena, I've heard her name was, Kyle, Sandra Bullock was breaking it down to Sylvester Stallone why things the way they were. Because he was trying to have sex with her and she was like, sex was outlawed. She was like, don't you know what happened? Basically, Cocteau saved San Angeles. It was a wasteland. It was violence. It was decay. The economy collapsed. It was pandemics. This disease led to this disease. So in that future, they couldn't have sex. They couldn't kiss physically. If you wanted to have children, what? They were made in made within a lab. Which I just read an article the other day. Now Esau is saying that he's able to create embryos with from a damn test tube, man. Without two people having sex, he's creating embryos. Which that's old technology, but he's bringing that shit out now, showing that this been the plans of these elites, man. All right. It says of local separation. It says of separation of a part from the whole. It says any kind of separation of one thing from another by which the union or fellowship of the two is destroyed. You see? So those of us who are not, if you don't take that micro C hip, you're going to be killed. You're going to be separated from the society. You won't be able to just walk into, I'm going to show you too, you won't be able to just walk into a store in the future in Esau's New World Order without having that micro C hip, man. You walk in there, that turnstile ain't going to open for you, man. The damn alarm is going to go off, and probably an AI-generated robot's going to come and Uncle Phil you right out of the goddamn thing, or they're going to arrest you and lock you up and take you to a concentration camp. See? So you're going to need these different digital IDs and permission in order in the future for you to operate, man. And this is where everything is going. People they're not even thinking about it. They're just getting used to all this technology and thinking that it's convenient, it's working out for them, but they don't even know they're gradually being deceived into a digital slave system in the future, man. And a lot of them are going to think it's cute, they're going to think it's trendy, they're going to think it's convenient, but really, they're being trapped and snared, man. And a lot of people, they don't have the discipline, nor do they have the understanding to not take it. Because people want to be comfortable. People want to eat. People want to feed their children. So when things get tough and all hell is coming down, and the only way they're going to be able to function or to eat or to take care of their children is to bow down and worship this image and take that charagma, a lot of people are going to do it, man. Because they don't have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Shai. A lot of these people's faith in God is being destroyed in this society even as we speak, man. A lot of these people don't even believe in the Heavenly Father anymore, man. The faith of the God of the Bible, especially in America, is the percentages are dwindling low. A lot of these people were atheists. A lot of these people, are into witchcraft and Satanism, man. See? So we'll go back there, man. It says physical of distance of place. See? And this is how those who don't take this image are going to be killed, man. You're going to be separated. And a lot of these people, they don't want to be separated from the society. A lot of these people love America too much, man. They can be wicked, they can be adulterous, they can be drug users, drug sellers, ghouls, goblins, gangsters, hood rats, skanks, thugs. They can be all these things here in America, man. So a lot of them are not, they're not going to want to give that up in order to, to serve Yahweh B'Shem Shai. So therefore, a lot of them are going to be deceived into taking this micro seed here, man. All right. So look at this other article I got. You see, but hey, like we were saying, this is a major time of prophecy, man. This is where we're at right now. And for the longest of times here on YouTube, we've been warning you. We've been telling Jake that the MOTB was coming. We've been telling you that the time was at hand to where eventually it was going to be mainstream. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 1 that says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." And what does prophecy mean? To say before. We've been telling our people for years and years about the micro seed, especially here at Great Millstone. And like I said earlier, our stance has never changed on it. We've never said that it was this, it was an embargo, or it was sleeping with white women, or it was a sin. Constantly switching up, what it truly is. It's always stayed the same. It never changed. And now, as we're as vastly approaching, we're looking to be, the Lord is proving us to be right, man. And everybody else who had a breakdown opposite to be wrong. And it's right in everybody's faces, man. It's everywhere, There's nowhere you can go to where you can't see this technology being presented in your everyday life, man. Let me get this, show you what I'm talking about. Like I said, that whole pandemic was just, a test run for them to bring this crap. Let me show you this real fast. Fuck, my battery's not. I'm trying to hurry up. And this is from the Express. It says, Audi shoppers left furious at barrier change and not everyone has a smartphone. You see, because this is where everything is headed. This is the wave of the future. And they're just gradually rolling it out. It says, would you shop in a tile-less store? Aldi Shop and Go in Greenwich has divided customers. Aldi opened its first Shop and Go store in Greenwich, London, earlier this year, giving customers the chance to just walk out after shopping in the discount supermarket. I remember years ago when the Elders and the Apostles first came on the YouTube talking about the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. They showed that old IBM video where the white boy walked into the store with the trench coat, and he was just walking in the store just grabbing shit, and it kind of looked like he was stealing everything. And you had the security guard looking all mean and was looking at him and was following him through the store, and he was like, "Oh, I was about to get arrested." But as he was taking everything and putting it in his jacket, he just walked right out of the store. And then at the end of it, the security guard said, "Hey, you left your receipt." Because ultimately they were showing you the wave of the future. He had a microchip in him, and he basically was walking in the store just like I'm reading about how this Aldi store is in Greenwich, man. You're able to just go in there and shop and just like whatever you grab off the shelf is automatically deducted off of your bank account, man. So they were showing you what they was planning on doing back then, and now we're seeing it happening in real time. It says, but a visitor to London walked into the store trying to buy some food and didn't realize the new system. Yeah, the new system, right? And when I did a video on this earlier this week, the guy who did it, I think he was from America because he sounded American. He was there on business, and he went to go to the store from his hotel just to buy a couple of food items so he didn't have to eat out every day. But when he went into the store, he wasn't aware of that new system. You know, this is gradualism. This is where everything is ultimately headed. It says, unhappy with how the store worked, he took to social media to share a video and it gained traction. The shopper, whose Twitter handle is @Neo in the MCR, wrote, FFS, so I'm in London overnight and trying to buy some food. I drop into the local Aldi's only to be told that in order to enter the store, I have to download an app and scan a QR code. And what is that a prerequisite to in the future? You're gonna have to have your micro C-hip, man. And when you went to that store, it had a little turnstile to where you had to scan your QR code into the scanner. And in the future, what is that going to be? Look at some of these Amazon stores where you gotta where you give them your palm to read, and you link it to your bank account, and you just go in and scan your palm, and you're able to go in there, and whatever you grab off of the shelf, it automatically deducts it from your bank account, man. So we can see where this whole transition is headed, man. All to the MOTB, man. It says, in the video, he said, look at this. You're in London, you're on a busy business trip, you're staying in Greenwich, and you want to buy some food. So you go into the local Aldi's like this one, and you think I'm going to go in here and buy some food so I can feed myself. And then you approach the barrier, and look, you can't get into the shop without having a QR code to scan. And then you go in and you buy things. So he tried to go in, the turnstile wouldn't allow him access, man, because he didn't have the proper digital ID requirements to enter into the store. And this is how it's going to be in the future. You don't have your RFID chip, your Karagma, you ain't doing nothing within the society. So like I read that word to kill, to Apo, basically that applied to him, because he was separated from going into that Audi because he didn't have the proper requirements to transact within that new system that Audi has, man. And that's how it's going to be on a grand scale for everybody in the future who doesn't bow down and worship the beast in his image and take his mark, man. You see? It says, now this looks to me like the beginning stages of the digital prison that we've been talking about, man. You see? This is what everybody is talking about. This new digital prison that these elites are, building around everybody here in Babylon and around the world, man. It's a digital slave system that's going to be fenced around the whole earth, man. You know? It says, June Slater retweeted the original video and added her thoughts. Goodbye, Audi. I won't use my local store if they're trailing such heavy-duty controls. See, now, that's going to be the sentiment of a lot of people. A lot of people are going to buck up against this at first. But once they shut down everything, and once people start getting desperate, people start getting hungry, people start realizing that this is not a joke and they ain't playing, and if you don't have the proper requirements in order to buy or sell, people's mind is going to change really, really quickly, man. People are going to be deceived and tricked through starvation, through desperation, through hunger, seeing their children go hungry and crying. And a lot of people are going to crack and fold under the pressure, man. And they're going to go to the local chipping station and they're going to get their karagma because they're going to want to eat. They're going to want to buy food. They're going to want to survive, man. And this is why this devil is doing it the way that he's doing it, which is why he's buying up all forms of industry, businesses. That's why he's buying up all of these different farms, man. Shutting down a lot of these businesses, because in the future, there's only going to be so many places where you can go to the grocery store. That's, there ain't going to be no more mom and pops, no privately owned businesses. They're all going to be owned by the New World Order, by these elites, man. And you're going to have the access to get into these different places and to access, their business and to conduct yourself within that society, man. Which is why our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to have to be on a whole completely another level, man. And this is where everything is going, And this is why he don't give a damn, because he's going to bring this system in whether you people like it or not. Like I said, people are going to buck up. You're going to have the insurrections, people fighting against the government, People are going to take it to the streets. They're going to load up their AKs and their rifles and they're going to try to fight against the government for a little while. But eventually, after they see that they're not going to budge and that's going to be your only access into this system, a lot of people are going to take it, man. It says, a barrier to get in to spend your money. Not everyone has a smartphone, especially the elderly. Too much control. This isn't China. You see how they keep mentioning China? Because China is the model, man. Over there in China, don't nobody use cash over there in China. Even the bums on the street, if you want to give them money, they have a technology to where if you want to give a bum money on the streets in China, you do it digitally, man. You don't give them cash, paper money to go feed themselves or to eat. It's done digitally, see? It says she then messaged Audi directly on the social media platform with, "I love Audi, but your digital QR code store in Greenwich has really put me off. Not everyone has a smartphone, especially the elderly. It is an infringement of rights. Cash is legal tender. Barriers to get into a store to spend your own money. Very bad decision making." But they don't give a damn because that's the model. That's where everything is headed. That's why we're out here to warn our people that this is the thing that's coming. You see, it says, "and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So you can see that everything we've been speaking about the MOTB is coming to pass, man. Saw the examples that I gave, but the example I just gave about that Audi store, where this is where everything is headed. Let me finish that in Revelations, man. You see, they're doing it, and they're not stopping, man. You know, back in Revelations 13 and 16, it says, "And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads," man. And we know what that mark is. It's the charagma, man. Just how you got to scan your into that Audi store, it's going to be the same way in the future, but it's not going to be on your phone. It's going to be inside of you, man. All right, implantable devices. Even Noah Harari said now humans are hackable animals, man. In order for you to get down with this damn devil, you're going to have to make that sacrifice, man. And this is one of the major prophecies that's staring everybody in the face right now. That's eventually about to come down upon all of us, man. Matter of fact, let me get this. Let me tell you what the Bible calls it, man. And it's coming whether you people like it or not. And these devils are not going to stop. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." And this is the hour of temptation, when they totally implement this new world order system and this forcing of the micro C-hip upon every person on this planet Earth in order for you to function within this new digital beast system, man. But those who are the household of faith, the elect, the predestinated ones, those of us who are slated to make it out of it, the Lord says He's going to keep us from that hour of temptation, man. Which is why it's a beautiful thing through the Spirit. The Lord has given us He has made us privy to this technology, man. We see where everything is going, and we're out here trying to warn our people about it, but they don't care, man. They just want to live their life. They want to shop. They want to party. They want to BS. They want to do everything that they want to do, man. So when this thing comes like a thief in the night, they ain't going to be prepared for it. And then guess what? Then you're going to be looking for answers for it, but it's going to be too late. The prophets, we're not going to be out here. The Lord going to have us wherever we're going to need to be being preserved, and provision is going to be made for us, man. But the rest of you, you're going to be thrown in your local concentration camp, faced with this decision, and guess what? You're not going to have the spirit or the power of the Most High behind you not to take it, man. You're going to take it, and your children are going to take it, and then you're going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shai in the presence of the Lamb, man. Let me read that again. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation." A lot of you Israelites that are following these false Israelite teachers, telling you that the mark of the beast is not what the men of Great Millstone said it is, that is not the implantable C-hip. You're going to be deceived, and a lot of you are going to take it, man. A lot of you are going to bend and break and fold and end up being deceived by this shit. Because a lot of you are comfortable here. A lot of you Israelites, a lot of you sitting on a whole lot of money, man. A lot of you are real comfortable here in America. So when they present this thing unto you, you're not going to forsake this world and try to win your Yahweh Shai in order to save your soul and your family. You're going to crack and you're going to break because you got houses, you got all this money, you got all these goods and all these things that you love so much that you're not going to want to part with it, man. And secondly, you haven't been being prepared spiritually for this day. So when it comes upon you, man, you're going to be looking for answers from Nate and from Yohanan. They ain't going to be nowhere to be found. They're going to slip out the back door and they're going to be on the first plane to Panama somewhere while y'all are left here to make a decision that is going to get you destroyed by Yahweh Shai, man. It says, "I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." You see? Which is why these CBDC pilot programs are being implemented all throughout the whole earth, man. All these different countries and nations are all implementing it, man, because this is the plan of these elites. It's ultimately the plan, of Yahweh Shai on the left hand, but it's being done everywhere because this is going to test every single person on the planet Earth. It ain't talking about big nations and small nations. This is talking about each individual person on an individual basis, man. Rich, poor, man, woman, child, cat, dog, mainly, people, man. It says, "Behold, I come quickly, Hold fast that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. And what do we have? Our faith and hope in the Holy Scriptures, man. That's what we have. We don't have nothing else here but faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The house that we have, we don't have faith in that. My apartment, I don't have faith in that. My car, money, you know, any carnal thing that I possess here, you know, that's going to be, you know, that's of no concern to me, man. The day is coming to where we're going to have to leave all of that shit anyway. The only thing that matters is winning Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and being found faithful unto death. You know, and all we have is this truth and faith in the Most High. So if your faith is in this world, your faith is in riches, your faith is in, you know, your house, your cars, your gold, your money, or anything carnal or physical, and in this world, man, it's gonna weigh you down and cause you to make a decision that's gonna cost you your life and destruction before Yahweh Shai, man. That says, and him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power. Because right now, with this Karagma, what Esau is doing, he's trying to write his name upon you, man. That's why those that succumb and be overcome by this MOTB and this digital system and worship and bow down to Esau, man, you're going to be destroyed, man. You're going to allow Esau to... fuck. All right, Salakia, my battery's dying. So I gotta close it.